discuss the formulas of limits. So there are 6 different formulas as I have told you in the last class. So first we are taking one by one each formula and their problems. Suppose the first formula you are getting limit x tends to a x to the power n minus a to the power n divided by x minus a. Its value is n into a to the power n minus 1. This is the formula that you have to remember. तो ये फॉर्मूला यूज करके हम लिमिट का प्रॉब्लम करेंगे. कुछ प्रॉब्लम इसका सॉल्व करेंगे पहले. सपोज हियर फर्स्ट वी आर टेकिंग एन इजी प्रॉब्लम. लिमिट x tends to 2 x cube minus 8 by x minus 2. So here you cannot put the value of x as 2 directly, because here 2 minus 2 you are getting in the denominator as 0. So it will be not possible for you to find out the value. So in that case, as per the rule of simplification, you can simplify this as per the formula of aq minus bq. But if you are going to use this formula, how to use this formula, you see. Here limit x tends to 2. This is x to the power 3 minus this 8 can be represented as 2 to the power 3 divided by x minus 2. So what you are getting? X to the power n minus a to the power n by x minus a, limit x tends to a. Here in place of a, 2 is there. So what is its value? That is n. N is what? The value of n you are getting 3. So 3 into a to the power, a is 2. 2 to the power 3 minus 1. So you are getting its value is what? 3 into 2 square. So it is 2 square is 4. 3 into 4 you are getting how much? This is 12. Okay. Now you are taking another problem regarding this formula. Suppose here it is given as square root of limit x tends to 0 square root of x plus 2 minus root 2 divided by x. So here it can be represented as what? Limit x tends to 0 x plus 2 to the power half minus 2 to the power half divided by this x can be represented as x plus 2 minus 2. Now suppose here you are taking let x plus 2, you are taking its value as y. As x tends to 0, y tends to 2. Now you change the problem. So what you find? This is limit y tends to 2. It is y to the power half minus 2 to the power half divided by y minus 2. So you see this is in your this formula. X to the power n minus a to the power n divided by x minus a, limit x tends to a. So here in place of x, y is there. In place of a, 2 is there. And in place of n, half is there. X to the power n minus a to the power n by x minus a, limit x tends to a. So this is complete in this form. So what, according to your formula, what is its value? N. N is how much? Half. Half into a to the power 2 to the power half minus 1. So it will be half into 2 to the power minus half, or you can say 1 by 2 root 2. This is your answer. Clear now? Like this we are taking other problem also. So here, suppose another problem you are taking square root of x minus 1 limit x tends to 5 square root of x minus 1 minus 2 divided by x minus 5. This is given. So you can solve this problem by using this same formula. So what you have to do? Limit x tends to 5. This can be written as what? X minus 1 to the power what? That is 1 by 2. This 2 can be represented as 4 to the power what? 1 by 2. Any doubt here? 2, it is the square root of 4. Now this x minus 5 can be represented as x minus 1 minus 4. X minus 1 minus 4, this is good, you are getting 5. So here you take, let x minus 1 you are taking as y. As x tends to 5, y tends to how much? 5 minus 1, that is what? 4. Now you change this one. So what you will find? Limit y tends to 4. Here it is y to the power half minus 4 to the power half divided by y minus 4. So what you are adding? So this will be, you see it is complete in this form. In place of x, y is here. In place of a, 4 is there, and the value of n is half. Use the formula, half 4 to the power half minus 1. So it will be half into 4 to the power half minus 1 means 4 to the power minus half. So this is 1 by 2, 4 to the power half. So what will be its value? 1 by 2 into 2. This is what? 1 by 4. Clear? So this is the formula that you have to remember. This is the first formula, that is what? Limit x tends to a, x to the power n minus a to the power n divided by x minus a. This value you are getting how much? N a to the power n minus 1. We can also solve some more problems regarding this formula. So here you are getting x plus 9 to the power 3 by 2. Limit x tends to 0. Limit x tends to 0. X plus 9 to the power 3 by 2 minus 27 divided by x. This is another problem. Here you see, by using the same formula you have to solve this problem. So here this can be represented as limit x tends to 0, x plus 9 to the power 3 by 2 minus, here you see this 27 can be represented as what? 9 to the power 3 by 2. Any doubt here? Square root of 9 is 3. 3 to the power 3 is what? 27. So divided by, this x can be represented as x plus 9 minus what? 9. So you see here, this is in this form, or you take here, let x plus 9, you are taking it as y. As x tends to 0, y tends to 9. Now you change this value. So here what you will find? Limit y tends to 9, y to the power 3 by 2 minus 9 to the power 3 by 2 by y minus 9. Now it is completely in this form. Here you see, isko hamesha you are going to convert it. It is not given directly in that form. You are going to convert it, and after converting you will get in the same form. So in place of x, y is here. In place of a, 9 is there. In place of n, 3 by 2 is there. So use the formula. So what is the formula? N, that is 3 by 2. 9 to the power 3 by 2 minus 1. So it will be 3 by 2. 9 to the power 1 by 2. And you know 9 to the power 1 by 2 is 3. So it will be what? 3 into 3 by 2. Or you can write its value as what? 9 by 2. Clear now? How to use the formula x to the power n minus a to the power n divided by x minus a. Similarly, we are taking another formula, that is what? Limit x tends to 0, sin x by x, that is 1. Limit x tends to 0, sin x by x, this is you are getting 1. In trigonometry you will get 3 different formulas. Another formula is what? Limit x tends to 0, tan x by x, this also you are getting 1. This is one formula. This one is another formula. And the last one is what? Limit x tends to 0, cos x, this also you are getting 1. Here it is only cos x. Now you are going to see its application. So for that we are going to solve some problems. Suppose here limit x tends to 0 sin 5x by sin 7x is there. Remember one thing, when x is there you have to divide x, when y is there you have to divide y, when z is there you have to divide z, if 5x is there you have to divide 5x, if 10x is there you have to divide 10x, because this is our formula, whatever the angle is there you have to divide the same angle. If it is not in that problem then you divide and multiply to make it neutralize. So here you see limit x tends to 0, this is sin 5x, you divide this 5x and multiply this 5x here, and here it is what, sin 7x by 7x, here you multiply 7x. Here you see, as x tends to 0, 5x also tends to 0. So sin 5x by 5x, you are getting its value is what? 1. Here also, as x tends to 0, sin 7x is also 0. So sin 7x by 7x, this also you are getting 1. This x and x cancel. So what you write? 1 into 5 by 1 into 7. So its value is what? 5 by 7. Any doubt? Or suppose here limit x tends to 0. Tan 3x by sin 5x. In tan and sin, both you find the same formula is there. So here you express it as limit x tends to 0, tan 3x, you divide 3x, multiply 3x. Here are you sin 5x, so you divide 5x and multiply 5x. Sin 5x by 5x, its value is what? 1. Tan 3x by 3x, its value is what? 1. X and x cancel. So what you will find? 1 into 3 by 1 into 5, its value is what? 3 by 5. Like this you can find out the value. Clear? Suppose you are taking another problem. We will take some more problems regarding this formula. Here it is, limit x tends to pi, sin x by pi minus, limit x tends to pi, sin x by what? Pi minus x. So here if this can be represented as what? Limit x tends to pi, sin x can be written as sin pi minus x. Sin 180 minus theta is sin theta. It is in second quadrant, so their sign is going to be positive. And here it is pi minus x. Only thing you have to do here, you take let pi minus x, you are taking as theta, suppose you are taking, or you are taking y or whatever. As x tends to pi, theta tends to what? 0. You see, pi minus pi, its value is what? 0. So you can change this one. So limit theta tends to 0, sin theta by theta. It is in this form. So its value is what? 1. Like this you can solve some more problems. Here you see, suppose you are going to solve, taking another problem, you have to use the formula. So here, suppose it is 10x minus sin x by x cube, limit x tends to 0, limit x tends to 0, 10x minus sin x by x cube. Here you have to solve this one. So here limit x tends to 0, this 10x can be represented as sin x by cos x minus sin x by x cube. Now it will be what? Limit x tends to 0, sin x minus sin x into cos x by cos x into x cube. So here limit x tends to 0, 0, you take this sin x common. It will be 1 minus cos x. And here it is cos x into x cube. Now what happens? So here limit x tends to 0, sin x, 1 minus cos x, its value is sin 2 sin square x by 2. You know it. That is the formula of trigonometry. 1 minus cos x, that is 2 sin square x by 2, and 1 plus cos x, that is 2 cos square x by 2. You have to remember the trigonometric formulas. And if you remember the formulas, it will be very easier for you to solve the problem of limit. Now divided by what? This can be written as cos x into x cube. Then here you erase this one. Limit x tends to 0. Here you first put sin x by x. Here 2 is there, you keep this 2 here. And cos x is also there, you keep this cos x here. Sin x by 2 by, you make it as x by 2 and a square. So what you are getting? It is sin square x by 2. Sin square x by 2 is there. Here it is x by 2. Its square means x square by 4. So x square x, that is x cube is there, but this 4 is not here. So you have to multiply what? 4 to balance this one. Then you see these two are in your form. Sin x by x, that is 1. Sin x by 2 by x by 2, this is also 1. So what you are getting? This will be 2 cos 0, this is also 1. Limit x tends to 0, cos x is 1. So limit x tends to 0, cos 0, that is 1. And here sin x by x, this also you are getting 1. And sin x by 2 x by x by 2, its value is also you are getting 1 into 1 by 4. So here 2 cancel, its value is 1 by 2. Like this, there are 2 more formulas, and we will solve more problems regarding these formulas in our next class. So you make practice and do the maximum number of problems by using this formula, and your doubt will be definitely going to be clear, and you will find no doubt. This is very simple. So I hope you like it, and you share the video with your friends and subscribe for more videos. Wish you all the best. Thank you.